Se spomniš onega legendarnega posnetka Formule 1? Ferrari pit stop. Mislim, da je to edin tak, se je dolg vrto pa gledal. Fino, izurjen fantje, verjetno to dober plačan, skoraj zikar. Dajmo pogledati. Evo ga, not prpile. Wow, kaj je to? 3 sekunde še ne, a? Lejk ti je, to mi pa najbolj čist, na easy gre po stran. Kaj gremo za načik? Šihta konc. Hans, ti kofe kuhaš. No, pa imamo pa klele trenutno svetovni rekord. McLaren team, mehaniki, sekunda cela 8. Ne to, no. Pripele, zum. Kako se lepo sklejen, tukaj se lepo vidi, lepo bi plisa, čak. No, tole je, ko gre vse fajn. Pa imaš pa fejle.
Michael Schumacher gets all the luck, doesn't he? This time, oh no, it's on fire! It's difficult, it's exactly the same problem!
It's on fire, Ted! The car's on fire! We haven't seen this for years!
Ožgal se je, že Benson, to pa lepo lago, ne bo te pobi, temu pogasi, da je mis ne pripelo.
I mean, the exhausts are running red hot underneath that.
Si predstavljate Janeza Jančo na veliki nagradi Slovenije, ki bi denimo prišel v Petrolovi srajci predajati pokale za zmagovalce?
Ne, sigurno ne. Pa klop špilal, gum nimajo pripravljenih.
So unusually we see a mistake from Red Bull in a pit stop.
I'll tell you, Martin, that's obviously a late call. Sorry to come over you, but I can see that there was an option out there. Mark Webber straight in as well into the Red Bull box. So more confusing as the tyres are coming out. They're carrying the tyres to the car.
Ja.
Losing a huge amount of time.
And I wonder if they've got the right
Le
tyres.
to, no, koliko cajta traja. To bi mogli imeti poštiman pubec, se to je v šiht.
So a dreadful half minute for the Red Bull team. Anthony Davidson is up to third for Super Aguri. He's kept his car very much on the track.
Anthony Davidson.
To pa zdaj to?
Nobody's there.
No one's there waiting for him.
Obviously
Dio, le tipih čakamo, pa televizijo gledajo.
running P3, the team weren't expecting him, and whether he just misheard a radio call or what.
Niti se jim neki ne mdi. Lepo na easy.
Into the pits he comes. Oh, and fuel. That's the first time we've had a fuel splash. Oh,
Huda nesreča!
Spet benzin špriksno, ne benzin, ko ima to za en gojijo, ima benzin.
is already out. When the nozzle came out of that was supposed to seal it. The fuel splash. You see how 3 seconds later that tremendous.
Prav noč sedi, pa ga pokosijo, pa piči naprej. No, zdaj mi je malo bolj jasno, zakaj imajo mehaniki popolno opremo, čelade, podkape, verjetno za tele kombinezone, protivnetne. Tule pa pumpa ne dela.
They've had to go for Ralf Schumacher's fuel hose. This is a disaster for Juan Pablo Montoya. Time evaporating. He's going to need 8, 9, 10 seconds with the fuel. And Ralf Schumacher leads the German Grand Prix. And Michael Schumacher may well get Montoya as well. A catastrophe for the Colombian.
In evo, pol takole pušneš mesto, pa mogoče dirko, pa mogoče prvenstvo. Koliko so mehaniki pomembni, no?
That's how much time you have to take out of your race. He's lost 41 seconds. A disaster, but now he's got to fight back, and that is going to be worth watching.
Charlotte right and got out.
Daniel's
gone off as well, but he's carried on.
He's lost his front wing, hasn't he?
There's damage to the front wing, certainly.
They weren't expecting him, they didn't know it's happening.
Krilce spremlja je polomljeno, spoštovane gledalke in gledalci.
Ko pa zdaj, krilce se pravi, sploh ne morajo odzigniti.
Maybe intermediate tyres on as well. They're scrambling around all the while Lewis Hamilton's losing out.
So Lewis skatey that is, and just a little clout of the barrier, but he had some momentum when he hit the barrier. They've got to make sure they get the right tyres on it, that they're not Bottas's tyres, for example.
Correct.
We've got a mixture of tyres on that.
Oh, come on, you had one job, gume prštimane.
They change their mind on the tyres, and of course when you've got to change the nose, you can't use the front jack.
Kako so kaj žučni tile vozniki?
On the nose itself. Oh, we got the fuel.
Lega te pa kar pol pumpe sabo telo.
Oh, there was a fire in the pit lane as well. Kovalainen's car, he was trying to leave too quickly. They get ahead of Raikkonen. Fuel
Do you have light?
all over Kimi Raikkonen
Here.
as well, into his face, into the car.
And this is Mansell coming into the pits now, the leader coming into the pits, coming storming in very quickly. He's really rushing into the pits, past the McLaren mechanics. Oh, and he locks up his front wheels. He almost runs down the Ferrari mechanics. That's gone all wrong. The mechanics will have to pull him back, but in fact, no. Mansell is reversing
Formula 3 rikverc.
pit, and that's not allowed. The Ferrari mechanics go into action. They're changing
Se zmer videl, ki se rine v mehanici, sem pa kaj.
trouble for engaging reverse gear and actually.
A pa še prepovedane prav tipo, komentator. Ja, safety reasons,
The race leader, Lewis Hamilton, making his way into the swimming pool chicane now. They haven't got the time.
A spet ni gum.
Tyres aren't ready.
Pa gume morate zamenjati, pa natankati, pa če še kaj polumen zamenjati.
Whoever made the call.
Gume, osnova.
Ready. Super soft tyres going on. Hamilton now makes his way around Anthony Nose, the final corner. Here comes the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. Ricciardo on the inside. Hamilton.
Je ne spet.
But Ricciardo, of course, has that inside.
Pušno.
Hamilton now leads after a pit stop.
Pušno mesto oziroma vodstvo zaradi pit stopa.
Tyres.
And that looks like another set of slicks to me, James.
Spet Ferrari.
When Salo came in a moment ago, they have both
Poglejte, napaka pri Ferrariju.
no tyre.
Spet ni gum.
Your partner's no tyre here.
I've never seen anything like it. There's no tyre to put on.
Oh, I thought we had one when the race started, he's saying. Well, this is ludicrous. This is ludicrous.
Pa tole gledaš proti rekordu sekunda cela 8.
Misorganisation problem there.
Trulli pits from third. Toyota have had a strong start to the season, and a quick stop could get Jarno out ahead of his teammate. But there's a problem with the fuel rig.
Idemo, boli ga Djoko.
The rig got stuck, some fuel escaped, and
Lega, moj star avto ti gori. Hold my beer.
fortunately no one was hurt.
We got one Ferrari in the pit then.
Ferrari,
Michael
again.
Schumacher is having to wait to see Barrichello's service.
Torej se pa že kar veliko znajde med top worst pit stops.
Now they're fitting the Bridgestone monsoon tyres, I should think.
What on earth's going on down at Ferrari, James? They still haven't got any tyres.
Poglejte, napaka pri Ferrariju.
Back in Nürburgring a year or so back, where they just do not appear to have any tyres ready.
Out of the pits after 1 minute and 12 seconds goes Rubens Barrichello. One of my cliches is anything can happen in Formula One, and it usually does, but I wouldn't have expected this.
Ja, bi rekel, ja, komentator imaš prav.
This is George Russell coming in behind the safety car for his first stop, and there's lots.
Very, very long.
Yeah, the crew having to adjust. Lots of tyres hanging around there. The call was obviously made late. It's a 2.2 mile circuit.
Oh, some horrible confusion going on there, isn't there?
And then I think now they've realised that there is a problem, and they might have sent Valtteri back out on the same tyres. Someone's come out from the garage saying no.
O, iste gume nazaj,
You just got to send him
ki
out
jih je imel.
with what he had on before.
You're right, they put the same ones back on.
Because that
Kako niso najdli gum, niso imeli pripravljene, ko?
He's going out with a mixed up tyre set as well.
Yeah. I think the guy on the left front can probably see that they've got George Russell GR on them rather than VB or something.
All the while, those brakes getting very, very hot indeed. So
This is so un-Mercedes-like, isn't it?
Bruni makes his pit stop, but fuel escapes when the hose is removed, and this is the result. The immediate
Kako se to žge?
ensures the flames are put out in seconds. Bruni gets out, he's safe, but he has inhaled some of the fumes and is struggling for breath.
Čudne.
The team have had a lucky escape.
what's happening down.
Joj, kakšna drama.
Pa ko nosiš gumo, pustijo, pa pet ponovo.
Giovinazzi's waited to be serviced with a
A se to spod kakva prvila? Guma not, guma ven.
Yeah, because there must be a set of Raikkonen tyres that were going on it.
Karun, you can see all this.
Yeah, I can. I mean, this is kind of like that Nürburgring race. Remember with Eddie Irvine, the mechanics just running round and round. He's finally on his way. But I think you're right, guys. I think they were probably expecting the other car on an extra
puncture.
The front left. And then it's they can't just change one because it has to match the compound and the rest of the set.
And in less than 8 seconds he's away, but the right rear flies off.
Tole pa niso pa šrofali. Malo so bili prehiter.
Now in the pit lane, another wheel is manned.
Ko pa zdaj kar...
All sorts of regulations
Aha,
are
kar na
being
horuk.
broken. The car is lifted bodily.
Na roko
Inevitably,
dvignit
the
pa...
black flag for
Ja,
Mansell.
diskvalificiran.
A problem with the right rear wheel nut released Rosberg's tyre into the crowded pit lane.
Ko je to guma? Adijo. Stari takole folk umreja.
And there was mayhem at Renault and Force India.
Ja, no.
Sutil was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Varnostna razdalja.
The wheel was heading down the pit lane on the right, and a mistake proved costly.
Ja, pa imaš.
Kubica was given a 10-second stop-go penalty following his unsafe release, and the team received a fine.
They're all pouring in now, but I'm just trying to work out what that smoke's all about.
A lot of frantic pit action.
Boom.
Car that looks like it's caught a light there. A lot of extinguishers around the car, presumably.
Kaj
Irvine
ognjo.
there.
It's not a happy home race for Super Aguri. The team swiftly replaced the nose cone, but fuel leaks out and catches fire. But it doesn't seem to hinder...
Ta so pa kar odpelo. Veš zdaj. Malo bo dež, malo bo pa spihal.
For Mercedes, so they brought Hamilton in, and a lap later, in comes Valtteri Bottas, and it's the hard side too, but
front's not even off yet,
they can't get the right front off. The wheel gun has jammed, and this is not the first time this season. Valtteri Bottas has had an epically slow pit stop through no fault of his own, and they just can't get that wheel off.
Pokladu, ta velik.
Big hammer and try and give it a shunt with that, because at the moment that tyre is not budging, and this is Valtteri Bottas's race being ruined before your very eyes. That is it. Over for Valtteri Bottas because of a wheel nut that just would not budge.